Hey everybody, AJ O'Neill here. This is another of my Intimate Sunday videos. So today, instead of talking about how to make six figures typing on a keyboard, I'm pulling a topic out of my vault of recent life lessons and speaking about that instead. So this week, I'm talking about a concept that I call breaking in your talent. Last Sunday, I talked about how I was committed to posting a new video every single day, but it turns out that that just isn't sustainable. However, it's also much more difficult to give 90% or 50% than it is to give 100%. Commitment is easier than non-commitment, as it turns out. So I know that if I were to say, I'm just gonna post on Tuesday and Thursday or something like that, then I'd lose focus and I'd fail to meet my broader goal. So here's what I've learned last week about when quantity is more important than quality and how to shift focus without giving up on putting in 100% effort. When you're new at something, even if you have natural talent, you have no skill, and so your quality is limited. At the very beginning, I B-rolled a fortune cookie that reads, "Good judgment comes from experience. Experience comes from bad judgment." This is the case for quantity over quality. It's what I call breaking in your talent. So what does breaking in your talent look like? I'll use this past week as a concrete example. So 14 days ago, I had zero experience with using a DSLR to shoot video and zero experience with my new editing software. Now, in just 1 week, well, and some change, I have enough experience to know that I can create better content consistently. The act of committing to quantity and disregarding overall quality afforded me the opportunity to go through the motions, get comfortable with my new equipment, space, and software very quickly, and to focus on a different micro skill each day. Sometimes tying them all together, but sometimes letting myself fail at something that I had won at the previous day just for the sake of focusing on a particular skill that day. So pretty much every day I was better at one thing. So if you were to ask me, what's the best way to start something new? I definitely say that it's single piece flow. This style of producing content from start to finish, and I can give you two really great reasons why. A, you'll actually get something complete. You don't get stuck spinning your wheels, so it's a great way to just plow through writer's block and get from a funk to a groove. B, you learn where the pain and inefficiencies are in each step of the process, and it gives you the context to be able to view how one stage of the process is going to affect the next stage and make that either easier or more difficult, and you can plan accordingly. Also, by committing to daily output, you quickly get in a pinch where the biggest pain is even more painful, and so you learn which concessions to make to meet your daily goal. This helps you to innovate and hone your skill. For instance, the day that I couldn't use my office, I figured out how to make do with my kitchen, and I liked the result. I also learned how to jot down ideas, edit them faster, and how to use a teleprompter. However, as I said at the start, the daily single piece flow method isn't going to work 100% for me because I've pretty much already reached the limit of the quality that I can produce at that quantity. Even if I were to make, say, the most excellent 15-second video that one could possibly make, totally shortening down what I'm producing, each step of that process has some warm up and tear down that can't reasonably be eliminated. So how am I going to keep a commitment to improving daily when it's impractical or impossible to do this every day? My new 100% effort is to batch multiple videos together and make measurable progress on each stage of the whole batch. And there is a balance to the size of the batches. If I make batches too big, then I won't be able to learn from my mistakes as quickly, and there won't be a consistent increase in quality between each batch and the final result. On the other hand, if I make the batches too small, I'll be burning too much time on both real and metaphorical setup and teardown every day, and neither my mental nor physical space will be an environment that is conducive to the other things that I need to do in my life. For me, this probably means taking a day or two where I focus on writing and organizing content, and then another day to shoot it all, and then another day or two to edit. So I'll start with small batch sizes, say maybe 2 or 3, and then work up from there as my skill increases, my quality is increasing, etc. So, what is my take-home message today? This: the balance between quantity and quality is a slider. To break in your talent, you have to start heavy on the quantity. It's gonna help you with overcoming fear, gaining confidence, learning the core skills in your area of talent, and the natural result will be that the increase in skill and quality will demand a decrease in quantity to accommodate that rising quality in your talent.